There is RNG Stadium, where the big game at the end of the year is going to take place a little bit later on. But let's head outside of Houston to Katy, Texas, where the Super Clash is happening right now. Your host is Terrell Owens. Celebrities, incredible bowling, trick shots. We have it all right now. And welcome to the main event. Katy, Texas is the site. This is the main event. Terrell Owens, PBA Super Clash. Enthusiastic crowd just hours away from the Super Bowl, but we have our own Super Clash featuring some amazing competitors. T.O. with Norm Duke, Chad Johnson teamed with Jason Belmonte, Devin Hester, the greatest kick returner of all time, and Bill O'Neill, and the actor from The Blind Side, Quinton and Parker Bohn III. Hello again, everybody, along with Hall of Famer Randy Peterson and Kimberly Pressler. I'm Dave Lamont, and thank you very much for making us part of your Super Sunday. Randy, we were talking to people about how this is a bowling show like none other. We really mean it.
Absolutely. It's Super Bowl Sunday. This is our Super Bowl, Dave. What an incredible show on tap for you folks today. We have NFL Pro Bowlers. We have PBA Pro Bowlers. This show is packed with entertainment from top to bottom. Can you tell how excited I am?
Well, you ought to be. The debut of the greatest trick shot artists of all time will be later on, and we have some incredible trick shots, but you know who we have standing by? An incredible player, our host, Terrell Owens. Now, before he talks to Kimberly, let's show you exactly what's going on today. We're going to have an unusual kickoff round to determine our seeds. You strike, you move up. Double step ladder matches. We're going to reveal the 2016 PBA Player of the Year, and then Jason Belmonte and Mabel Cummins, a Teen Master star. E.J. Tackett, Kirk Mowl, a Teen Master star, but it's not going to be your typical match. It's only going to be 4 quarters. Now, we mentioned our host. He is standing by with Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, guys. I am here with one of the all-time NFL greats, Terrell Owens. Terrell, you know what? You are an amazing NFL player, but you're also a really great bowler. What's it like being here with this event with your name on it?
You know what? Great bowler is a stretch, but I'm here with some great bowlers. You talk about Parker and Norm and Belmonte, those guys. I've learned from them, but just to have my name on this is a tremendous honor. I'm trying to learn how to be a great bowler. I'm not just yet.
All right, well, we're going to back up a little bit and address something that happened yesterday, which was the second time in a row that you did not get inducted into the Hall of Fame. You know, you tweeted out thanks for support to your fans and your family, and you ended it with a hashtag that said flawed process. Can you elaborate a little?
Number one, I just feel bad for the fans that were excited for me to get in. I've always been indifferent about it. I'm blessed to have played the number of years that I played and done some great things, considering I never wanted to play beyond the collegiate level. So if any kids out there that aspire to be me or any other great athlete, just keep putting in the hard work and great things will happen. So for me, Hall of Fame doesn't really validate, you know, who I am and what I am as a person. Only people that really matter are my true fans and true supporters.
Well, what would you change about the process?
I think that's up to the Hall of Fame committee. You have a lot of guys that are really putting their personal feelings and opinions on the process. So I think, you know, they have their work cut out for them. But again, at the end of the day, you know, the man above validates me, not the Hall of Fame.
All right, well, you know what? Let's get back to having some fun today. You are an exceptional athlete on and off the field. Are you ready to throw some good strikes today?
Hey, we're ready to roll some strikes. Norm and I, we've been together a couple times. We haven't won, but today we're going to try to change that.
All right, well, good luck to you guys. Back to you guys.
Kimberly and T.O., thank you very much. So here is our kickoff round. You have 90 seconds to throw as many strikes as you can. Both players bowling at the same time, and they'll be switching lanes. Very simple. You strike more than anybody else, you're the number 1 seed in the double step ladder, and so on down. 4th place 4th, 3rd place 3rd, 2nd 2nd, and the ties are broken by the number of strikes thrown by the celebrity. Love T.O.'s answer, by the way. Very classy. Took the high road on that one here. Now, here we go.
Not yet, not yet.
3, 2, 1, bowl.
There we go.
So we have Norm Duke, excuse me, not Norm Duke, Parker Bohn, And is that a warm-up shot, or are we counting that? That's just a warm-up shot for Parker. And from the blind side, Quinton, Aaron, and Parker Bohn. So
Is it a restart?
they have 90 seconds.
All right, so it's just to get the count right. It's 3, 2, 1, then go, or?
3, 2, 1, bowl, and then you go.
All right.
All right, here's the cue.
Gotcha.
Warm-ups are out of the way.
Bowlers, are you ready?
Yeah.
2, 1, bowl.
All right, here we go. All right, one there.
Yeah, but Quinton got robbed.
Well, Parker gets one.
That should have fell.
Yeah, it should have.
Yeah, he's right.
Goodness. I know, man.
Dave, I think they're going to probably get about 5 to 6 shots in if they're real quick about it.
Oh, Parker got ripped off there with a ringing 7, so they just have the 1.
Quinton misses the head pin.
All right, I'm going to get it. Rest of these are strikes. Rest of these are strikes.
I don't see a sense of urgency.
No, that clock's a
Going
ticking.
easy on him. We ain't got to feel sorry for them guys.
And remember the tiebreaker, the celebrity, 0 strikes at the moment.
Another 7 pin. Quinton goes through the nose.
This might be their last
These lanes
chance.
don't like me.
I think, yeah, they may only get one more shot in.
You can take that up with him later, too. Matter of fact, before you get up.
There you go.
Using 2 different balls might be a solution. Being able to throw a couple more shots.
All right, there's the second one, and no, that's not going to work. All right, so 2 strikes.
Not sure he's got another shot left in him though. That ball, if he
setting
grabs
that bar
another
very
ball
high
off the
yet.
rack, he can get a shot in.
They're going to cut us
That's
off.
it.
All right, so 2 strikes, both thrown by Parker
0 for
Bohn.
4. Goodness.
All right, man. Hey, I'm saving the best for last.
There we go.
So that's the mark to beat.
Oh, by the way,
So next up, Devin
Those
Hester,
lanes are
last
prejudice,
team for
man.
the Seattle
They
Seahawks.
don't like
And
guys
Bill
with big
O'Neill.
feet.
Nice job.
Same idea. Again, keep an eye on how many strikes that Devin Hester throws because that's the tiebreaker.
I watched Devin Hester in practice. He looked pretty good. I think if Bill O'Neill can get him lined up, they may have a shot at throwing a few strikes here.
Waiting on their cue.
Bowlers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, bowl.
Boy, Devin had a good shot that didn't get the break. O'Neill struck. Notice how quickly O'Neill got around. He's ready.
Yeah, he is.
The slow plane is here.
He's saying the rack's a little slow.
I was just back. The mechanics are working as fast as they can. There is a double. And Hester Brooklyn.
That's 3 for that team already.
Yeah, they have taken the lead, so we have a new standard. Sorry about that, Quinton, but you will not be first. And remember, they have to wait for their bowling balls to return also. That eats up a little bit of time. O'Neill's dialed in. And so is... Oh, come on! But they have 4, and they're going to get another one. Another opportunity, anyway.
I'm trying to tell you.
Wow. The 9-pin just stood there. Defiant.
Here goes O'Neill trying to stay perfect with each shot that he's thrown.
He made it look easy.
Yeah, he did. Hester crossing over.
All right, so they are the new leaders in the clubhouse at 5. Wow. And Devin Hester had 1 strike. In case we get to a tiebreaker, that's the critical one. But man, oh man, Bill O'Neill
Hey, I kind of have big feet too.
locked in on that one.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Hey,
Norm
you're waiting
Newt
too long.
and
You
T.O.
gotta wait on your ball.
Right.
I'm waiting on my shit. Going with it.
Where's my ball?
Now, if you've watched any of these other celebrity bowling shows with Terrell Owens, he's very good. won the Chris Paul Invitational last year with Pete Weber. And Norm Duke, his accomplishments speak for themselves.
Bowlers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, ball!
And Duke. Uh-oh.
Yeah, good start. T.O. shreds the rack.
And also Duke very quickly switched lanes. He's ready to roll.
Switches bowling balls.
Look at that. The rack has just come up. That's 3. T.O. finds the channel. But Norm is bowling like his shirt's on fire here.
I'm telling you, he's so clever, though. He's so good at figuring out a way. He's trying to go and time the rack.
They got to beat 5 or tie 5. Oh. And each celebrity has a strike.
That might cost him the top seed.
I think it will. Unless T.O. he's got her twice on that lane.
Keeps feeding it right, but keeps fading.
They're going to get another chance to tie, and if they tie, that means T.O. strikes, and that tiebreaker will put them ahead of the O'Neal-Hester combo.
Yeah, Duke strikes here, T.O. strikes. They'll take the lead. Oh, another ring tip for Duke.
Wow, he had 2 of those. T.O.'s been good on the right lane. He'll go wide. So they're at the moment in second place. Now, we had to make a substitution. Chad Johnson has not been able to make it here yet. So Jason Belmonte will be teamed with Mabel Cummins, who is a Team Masters bowler, and there she is right there. And by the way, rather good.
Get them both. Yeah, we get them both.
So there's our standings right now. They have to beat or tie 5, and if they tie 5, then she has to come up with, she is the celebrity here, so she has to come up with more than 1 strike.
They're the same. No. It's the same as down there.
Now, by the way, you're going to see Mabel a little bit later on.
A little bit. All you need to probably do from where you were practicing is probably like maybe 3 or 4 right. All right. You hook it more than I do, so you might not even have to move.
What was that line?
Do the same.
Yeah, right.
You hook it more than I do?
He's trying to get her lined up from the practice there.
2, 1, ball!
I don't know about you hook it more than I do, though. Belmonte gets stuck with a ringer. Mabel gets out the 10.
Heck of a shot, Mabel.
No, we warned you. She can bowl.
Give me my ball. Give me my ball.
And by the way, these two will be paired.
I told you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Our combination of Players of the Year and Teenage Roll-Off. Elbow, perfect. Kirk Mowl is our other Team Masters bowler. And
hit it.
No, not quite.
All right, they're okay. I like Duke's strategy, though. He used 2 different balls. Was able to throw another shot, another extra shot. Could mean a lot.
Oh, big. Yeah.
Come on, Mabel.
We've seen that a few times. Perfect. Wow. All right, now, she has 2.
Let's go.
One more, they're going to be the top seed, regardless if it's Belmonte or Johnson, or excuse me, Mabel that throws it.
There you go. It's going to be Belmonte. They are going to be the top seed in the double step ladder, but yeah.
Finish it off, Mabel.
Going for a clean win here, going to cross over and leave a 9 behind, but that's your top seed right there. Jason Belmonte and Mabel Cummins.
Good job, Mabel. Good job.
They did it. Bill O'Neal and Devin Hester will be number 2. And Norm Duke and T.O. number 3, and Quinton Aaron Parker Bohn at number 4. Now, we promised you trick shots.
Anyway.
We've got some of the most creative and unusual trick shots you have ever seen, including 2 of the all-time greatest players working on a shot you may have never seen in your life and may never see again. Belmo and Norm Duke. Does he make it? The main event, Terrell Owens PBA Super Clash, is brought to you by Main Event. Head for fun at Main Event Entertainment. Eat, bowl, play. By HotelPlanner.com, the best place to book hotel rooms. Best rooms, best rate, guaranteed. By DV8, we are DV8. Tonight, we bowl. And by Radical Bowling Technologies. Wow, that's radical. So that's where all the excitement is going to be in a few hours. But here's some excitement here. Randy, please explain what is about to happen.
Well, Belmonte, he's not going to hand it off and then go around the pins this way. Nope, this is a straight aerial attack up and over.
And the messenger, yeah! And by the way, the other pins fell down too, which makes the trick even cooler.
That's how you get 20 in one shot.
I'm equally amazed that they were able to balance the 10 pins the way they did, he and Norm. That was very impressive, to say the least. All right, here's our step ladder. T.O. and Norm Duke against Quinton, Aaron, and Parker Bohn in our opening match. Then Devin, Hester, and Bill O'Neill, followed by Chad Ochocinco Johnson and Jason Belmonte. Yes, he is here, and he's standing by with Kimberly.
That's right. We are lane side. So, Chad, you know what? That Super Bowl traffic held you up for this live show. But you know what? It worked out in your favor because Mabel stepped up and shot for you. You are now sitting in the #1 seat. You ready to bowl?
Yeah, I most definitely am. You know, due to unfortunate circumstances with me not being familiar with the Houston traffic and the freeways, you know, but I did get here, though.
Well, what do you want to say to Mabel Cummins, that 13-year-old young lady right there that got you into the #1 spot?
You know what? My favorite line, Mabel, I love you.
Perfect. Let's get to some fun bowling, guys.
We're glad you made it, Chad.
Yeah, Houston is legendary for traffic, even when there isn't a major event going on, like our Super Clash.
Wasn't like, there's Mabel, 15-year-old Mabel. Hi, Mabel. Isn't Houston like the 4th largest city in the U.S.?
It is easily. DJ Tackett in attendance here. Meantime, strategy here with Norm and T.O. We mentioned T.O., a very accomplished bowler.
PBA!
Blown away by that stat there. The only player to have scored 2 TDs against every team. He'll cross over and get started.
And an event named after Terrell Owens. You know, he didn't get into the Hall of Fame yesterday, which in my opinion is an absolute travesty. Numbers speak for themselves. But I'll tell you what, T.O., you're a Hall of Famer in my book.
When Aaron, look at that sneak into the pocket very quietly. Whoa! Like any other actor, when the lights come on, they get serious.
Man, he just blindsided the pins there.
Oh, no! I guess that was inevitable. Here's his partner. And look out, 9-pin, a little reluctant, but down it goes.
One of the greatest players in the history of our sport right there. 5th in all-time wins, Parker Bohn III.
And here's another one, Norm Duke. Broke up the trouble.
That's all right.
Norm Duke, 38 tour titles, 3rd all-time. Norm, this isn't the speed round. You can take your time now, boss.
I like it, man. That pin's not moving. He knows where it is.
Good pickup. Good pickup.
Alternate frame action. Duke, pick me up. T.O. Aaron Bohn III.
By the way, if you enjoyed the Belmo trick shot, we have many other trick shots planned for you today. You'll see a Norm Duke one. T.O. broke up the bucket. He'll leave a couple behind. We have a lot of our, including a duo unlike any other in the history of trick shot bowling.
Maybe the greatest duo in the history of trick shots.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away, but that's coming up later.
Easy. Oh, nice. Okay.
I thought that might have chopped there for a second, but he got it. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, the Hall of Fame thing, I just felt, to me, Randy, was a personal vote more than a vote based on his on-field accomplishments, and hopefully the writers will put that aside next year down the road. Yeah, single pin left there for Quinton Aaron. You know him in the blind side. You saw some of the other programs he's been on. Law and Order, for one.
By the way, Quinton was great in that movie, but Sandra Bullock was awesome.
Yeah, she was. So just cover that to maintain the lead. He'll handle it very graceful. Oh, no! What happened at the end there? Well, we have rivalry week starting tomorrow on ESPN with an ACC Big 12 doubleheader. Number 6 Louisville, number 9 Virginia at 7 o'clock Eastern. And when we're finished with that one, the Sunflower Showdown. Number 3 Kansas coming off a loss, and Kansas State coming off a big win. And there's a big strike for Parker. That's Big Monday presented by eBay on ESPN. You'll get it live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN if you'd like. Somewhere there's a right-hander sitting around going, well, he's the only lefty, so he has an advantage.
those are only our right-handed viewers.
Oh, you got a hook, baby.
Quiet 10 there, a little quiet.
Come on, Norm, get your hand in it, man. Throwing that 16-pounder, kind of patty caking it down there. Get some hand in that, and he knows how to.
Yeah, I think so, based on his resume.
Exactly.
And I like his chances to cover the spare as well.
You know, speaking of resumes, T.O.'s got franchise records with 4 different franchises.
You and I.
Look, I let him take care of it.
And
yeah, I just, it is odd. I think a lot of people were disappointed, a lot of his fans, obviously. But I think people, even I saw some things on social media, you know, I don't even like the guy that much, they would write, but he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he sure does. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, that 9-pin didn't stand a chance.
We got an even match here, folks, through 4.5 frames. There we go, a little Brooklyn action with a 9-pin falling late. He didn't like it, but he likes the result.
That's through the nose and leaves a 3-6-10 for Quinton Aaron.
Well, Quinton knows all about protection. And right now, he's got to protect this tie game that they have.
He's too skinny. He might miss a couple.
I could chop by myself.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
That is not a favored spare attempt for bowlers around the world, and he covered that very, very easily.
Well, you can tell that Quinton knows how to bowl. He knows how to flatten his hand out and cut that hook down.
And Parker blows 10 back into the pit beautifully. Little trash talk with Norm Duke, but friendly trash talk. Coming up, we promise you more tricks. How about Norm Duke? He's got a list of trick shots. Is that 7-10 going down? We'll find out.
Hey, when I come over there, I want you
Norm Duke has a booklet of trick shots, Randy, and this one, I don't know how, first off, you can hold 2 bowling balls like that.
Those are 2 16-pounders.
Is he going to get that 7-10? Of course he is.
One of the best ever doing trick shots. It's amazing what that guy can do, given his size and structure. I mean, he's not a big guy.
No.
He's strong, works out in the gym all the time, but so creative and so good at the trick shots.
So there's our score in our opening match. Standing by will be Bill O'Neill and Devin Hester, and then the top seeds, Jason Belmonte and Chad Johnson. You may have known him as Ochocinco from his days in Cincinnati. But here's Norm. So an even match.
Looking for his first strike of this match. Another soft 10.
Norm with the Lee Trevino approach. Get up and hit it.
Seven career majors, 5th all-time in that category.
You keep striking, I'll get you one, baby.
And this is Majors month.
No.
Coming up on the PBA Tour. 3 major championships, 3 consecutive Sundays after this Sunday.
Now, I know you're going to be flying on Super Bowl Sunday when the Super Bowl is going on.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you'll be an airplane without any sort of electronic availability.
And normally I would be at home having a Super Bowl party in Charlotte, North Carolina at Planet Fun, but they're going to have one without me.
Oh, boy, that's going to be a little trouble there for our host. Well, they'll miss you.
They will. They will miss me, as far as we know.
That's what they'll tell you. Anyway. Gosh, Randy, we missed you.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, we have a great time there, though. Super Bowl parties and bowling. Miss it.
So he'll take his medicine here. Ooh. Snap that around a 7-pin there. So that's going to open the door here for Aaron and Bohn. Well, there's Quinton Aaron. And if you remember, he played Michael O'Hare in the blind side, but he has won a Celebrity Invitational before. Back in 2013, the Super Clash, the Chris Paul Celebrity Invitational. You see Chris Hardwick there, Kevin Hart, who just talks trash the entire time. There's Chris Paul, but when you need a big shot, turn to a big man.
How about that hit? Hoodie and all.
Blake Griffin there. Yeah, they talk trash, but he gets the last laugh.
That's some strong coffee, I'm telling you that. Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that same celebration again. Good looking shot all the way.
You see the 6 go to the sidewall and kick the 10 out? That's some strong coffee. Woo! Good stuff there by Quinton Aaron. Kick and roll the rock.
3 majors for Parker Bohn. We mentioned majors month coming up next 3 weeks. And you got to figure that all the guys that are here today are contenders. Every time they lace them up, they're contenders. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, there it goes. An unseen hand takes out the 7-pin.
I looked away. What hit it?
I know
The mechanic?
Apparently
Hang
so.
on a minute.
Here's the replay.
It was paralyzed.
Just briefly.
Looked like somebody hit it with a taser.
Down it goes. That's crazy.
All right, need this one from T.O. to get back in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good shot.
Perfect.
Big shot here for Quinton Aaron. Working on 3 in a row. Oh,
Yeah.
Up the hill.
Oh, he's feeling it now. Making it easy for his partner.
Well, his partner hasn't missed yet.
Well, that always makes it easy on everybody.
Yeah, Parker's perfect. And that's what is known as a 10-pin party in the pin. Yeah.
6-pin, I think, is the one that really paid the price. It was squeezed out of there like icing from a bag.
All right, max score for Owens and Duke, 212. Right now, Parker and Aaron, they're in the 220s.
Very casually, another strike for Parker, who's now saying, go ahead, Norm.
I mean, actually, I'm going to put Quinton right here.
So that will mean that Aaron and Bohn have moved on. Norm gets the strike he's been waiting on. And one more?
Sure. Yeah, how about 247 for that team?
Man.
And I think they've got a great chance of climbing the ladder.
247 hard.
Which is missing a run since we have 4 teams. So it makes it a little bit easier to run the table. Oh!
Hey, what am I missing? Is the mechanic in the back hitting those corner pins down with a black rubber hose?
And maybe Norm slipped him a 50-cent piece or something. And
it's always the black rubber hose because it blends in with the black curtain.
Background.
Hey, you just try to beat somebody next time that could eat you in one fork breath. Yeah, exactly.
You sound as if you've had familiar.
No, I've never paid a mechanic in the back.
All right. Didn't need that extra help anyway. Well, our host is dispatched in the first match, but that was fantastic bowling by Quinton and Parker Bohn the third. PBA.com is the place to be for all the latest PBA news, tournament information and results, player information, everything. Right now, you can click on the NFL collection link on PBA.com. And for information on how you can get a custom bowling ball like the ones you're seeing today. Falcons, Patriots, whatever you're looking for, go to PBA.com. Here at the main event, just outside of Houston in Katy, Texas. A little something for everyone. We got another match coming up. So we are inside the main event in Katy, Texas, about 35 minutes or so outside of Houston, and where the Super Bowl will be played in a few hours. 31 centers around the country open. By the end of the year, they're going to add a dozen more. And if you're into games, bowling, they got it all here at the main event. Our gracious host for our event today. The main event, Terrell Owens PBA Super Clash, and take a look at Charlie Keegan, the CEO of Main Event. We thank Charlie for all the cooperation we've had here and all the help from his staff. They've been fantastic. A lot goes into putting out one of these shows, and we need a lot of help. Now, the step ladder, there was a major upset in match one with Quinton and Parker Bohn defeating T.O. and Norm Duke. Now, it's Aaron and Bohn on to take on Devin Hester and Bill O'Neill. And we are joined in the booth by Terrell Owens, our host. And you got... Well, I was going to say blindsided, but Randy already used that line by this duo here. They bowled well.
Yeah, they did. They did. It was kind of like my weekend. It's not getting any better.
Well, it wasn't because of you.
No, it was not at all. Your partner could hardly strike. Now, standing by from the U, Devin Hester with Kimberly Pressler.
That's right, guys. So, Devin, you know, you were in the Super Bowl, but what's it like being in Super Bowling?
It's a little more nerve-wracking. Something that we don't do every day, but at the same time, it's a fun sport. During all time, I get the opportunity to go out and do a little bowling.
Well, you know, when we talked earlier, you said you do like bowling. So can we expect great things from you today?
I'm hoping so, man. I'm going to try my best, and hopefully our team win.
All right. Well, good luck to you today.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you in the booth.
Thank you, Kimberly. It wasn't a few weeks ago. He was actually trying to get into the Super Bowl as a kick returner with the Seahawks. Greatest kick returner of all time?
Oh, yeah. He's definitely one of those exciting guys. Once he gets the ball in his hands, anything can happen from anywhere on the field.
So it'll be our fourth seed who moved on. Quinton and Parker Bohn will lead it off. Quinton really rolled it well. And continues to do so. What is that about the toughest shot, Randy, coming out? Is the first shot coming out of a break?
It's coming out of break, or yeah, anytime you're coming out of break or after a match.
Here's Devin.
Hook a lot.
Now there's an unusual combination. How do you go about making this one?
Well, I think the easiest way to make this would be to throw a strike ball a little heavy on the head pin with not a lot of back end reaction, because you want to make sure that you cover that back pin, the 9 pin.
And look, now he split that head pin away from the 9.
Yeah, just a little left of it.
Yeah. Just a little bit too much back end reaction there.
Now, Bill O'Neill looked very good when he was bowling in the speed round. And not surprisingly, he looks good again.
Still looking good.
Yeah.
It's always a good sign, as T.O. knows, when that 6 goes to the sidewall, cuts the 10 out, that means the ball's going through the pins the right way.
Absolutely. When it can flow through there, effortless, it's a good feeling.
So I don't think Parker Bohn missed at all in that opening game.
No.
Perfect 7 for 7.
So would this be a sort of a delayed 300 if he happens to get them all?
It would actually be called an Andy Barapapa 300. 7 in one game, 5 in the next.
Andy who?
Andy Barapapa.
Oh, okay.
That's worth a Google.
Google that, baby.
I am.
Oh, man.
Where was that earlier?
Right?
I mean, jeez.
And then you know what?
We got to make it interesting.
Yeah.
Trying to stick in the right place, that's all.
And he
Exactly.
does the exact perfect move, the perfect play right after, looks at his thumb. You know, you got to blame it on something. Had to be the thumb hole or never the player.
It's got a chance.
Oh, yes.
Great pickup. Great pickup.
Yeah, it was.
This is our tough spare replay presented by Hammer.
Yeah, it covers the back pin, the A pin nicely.
Now Hester.
All right, let's see if Devin can flatten his hand out, T.O., and take some of that back end hook off of his ball.
Yeah, kind of flatten it out a little bit.
All right, now who's faster? You or Devin?
I think Devin is clock 40 faster, but I have game speed. There's a difference.
There is. He's right. He's right.
Love it.
But I would be willing to try him though. Oh, that's a great pickup.
You know, that should have been the tiebreaker in the strikes at the beginning. It should have been just a 40 outside.
40.
You guys didn't, just go at it and see what happens.
Right, on the oil.
Yes. Yeah. Even more fun. Sure. O'Neal. Oh, man.
That crazy.
Coming up tonight at 10:30 Eastern, NFL Primetime with Boomer, Steve Young, and Randy Moss. All the highlights and game breakdowns live from the field from Super Bowl 51 from NRG Stadium. Of course, it's streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. I guess we wouldn't be doing our jobs, T.O., if we didn't ask you who you liked in the game.
You know what, man? I played against that guy, number 12, Tom Brady, a couple of times, and it's just hard to discount his record. Everything's looking good for him since he's not playing the Giants this weekend.
Exactly. His kryptonite.
Right.
How good is that coach, Belichick?
Oh, man, I've been saying what the New England Patriots are doing with Bill Belichick. They're like the San Antonio Spurs of basketball for football. I mean, they just plug guys in, and Tom Brady finds them, and they make it work.
Yeah. Incredible football mind.
That is for sure.
On the other side, you've got an offense that looks as good as any we've seen in pro football, such a high level, so it ought to be a fantastic game. As Martin Bohn is able to handle a rare non-strike.
What's going on? He didn't strike?
No, I know.
Right?
Jeez.
I'm just as surprised as you are. But they do have an 18-pin lead over the Hester O'Neal team.
If Hester can pick up some of the slack, I think they may have a chance the way they look like they're falling off. He's dialed back in.
He's going with a high hard one right at the 1-3. Careful, Parker. You don't want to chest bump Quinton too hard.
No, you're going to wind up in a different part of Katy, Texas if you do that.
Exactly. Quinton may be bowling by himself.
He'll wind up in San Antonio. Come on, Devin.
That looks kind of good. Oh.
Boy, it took a nasty hook there.
It
This
did.
messenger is going to be a little bit too light.
Yeah, it looked good from the beginning.
Nice break, though, only leaving the 3-pin.
I couldn't get dialed in. I got dialed in late. Me getting here late.
You see Devin Hester's career. I wonder if he'll play another season next year. It's always possible somebody needs a great kick returner. Why not get the best of all time? Now, we still have a lot coming up. We have one more match, of course, with the top seed, Jason Belmonte, and Chad Johnson, who basically brothered-in-law his way off the efforts of someone else to become the top seed. Chad wisely hid in the shadows and allowed a fantastic Team Masters bowler to sit in for him. We think that was his strategy. But we have more trick shots coming up.
This is 50-50, right? That's 50-50.
And then later on, at the end, you will see Mabel Cummins and Jason Belmonte in another match with E.J. Tackett. And another fantastic junior bowler from Team Masters, Kirk Mowl.
I'm the consummate professional. Yeah.
So Quinton Aaron has been the star so far of T.O.'s event. Well, we got a trick shot coming up as E.J. Tackett trying to get inside Bill O'Neill's head to give him that last bit of advice he needs. All right, Bill O'Neill is going to try to make, what is this, Randy?
Well, he's going to try to make the back row, the 7, 8, 9, 10, with a little assist.
Perfect.
Look at that. Pretty cool. Nice shot, Billy.
Yeah, it's not a shot you normally encounter when on the PBA Tour, to say the least. All right, time for our Columbia 300 fun fact. Terrell Owens and Ochocinco Johnson combination, 223 touchdowns and nearly 27,000 receiving yards in their careers. And our host, T.O., joins Randy and I right now here. First off, first match didn't go quite so well.
No, I got dialed in just a bit too late. But you know what? No excuses. I should have been ready to go.
Well, that's understandable. It's a busy week for you with all the football-related activities. And are you going to go to the game?
No, I'm not going to go to the game. I was looking forward to this game today, more so than a game today.
Well, that's understandable. You know what? Once you play, is it easy to watch when you're done playing? Easy to watch football or difficult?
Well, I'm a basketball fan, so I don't really watch a lot of football. I know it's surprising to a lot of people. I didn't grow up playing or watching football, so it kind of just found me. I went to UT Chattanooga, offer scholarship, and things that kind of started to happen after that.
You know, Tio, we were talking during the break. I'd like, you've got kind of your celebration thing that you do when you score a touchdown. We've been watching this on some of the commercials for ESPN. I was just wondering if there was a way to where we could get a little turn down for Rand.
Oh, yeah, we should definitely do that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Turn down for Rand.
Yeah. Turn down for Rand.
I'm ready to dump a bucket of popcorn over Randy's head right now is what I'm thinking about doing. Now we go to continue, get a winner of this match, and get set for the championship. But that's not going to conclude our bowling by any means. And still more trick shots to come, including a trick shot tandem never been seen before. Yeah, there you go. Mix them up, beat them up. Well, for a second there, I couldn't see Parker when Quinton got up. I'm completely serious. I mean, where'd he go? He just rolled a strike.
Yeah, it was like a solar eclipse.
Quinton, let it go, man.
Tell you what, Quinton has really rolled it well.
He's found a home going down and in.
Oh, it's too quiet. It's too quiet.
Turn down for Rand.
Oh, boy.
Gonna cross.
Look at that. I like it. Nice and direct. He's keeping the ball on top of the head pin.
What is the secret to this guy's game? Maybe Kimberly can find out exactly what it is.
You would think with his size that it's a lot of power.
Yeah.
But big as he is, he has some finesse to him.
A lot of finesse in that. Look at that.
When he gets done with his entourage.
All right. Quinton, you're on fire right now. How is it you're throwing strikes left and right?
Well, what people don't know about me is professionally, behind closed doors, I'm a bowler. And I hide that because I promote myself as an actor. But I'm a man of many talents, as you can see here today, and for many days to come.
So your true love is bowling?
Among other things, yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Well, you are very good at it. We'll let you guys get back to bowling. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you both very much.
How about Quinton 6 of 8 today in terms of striking for his team?
Well, both of those guys, I mean,
pretty awesome.
Bohn has only missed, I think, once, and Quinton's only missed twice. So Devin, Hester, and Bill O'Neill running into the same problem that T.O. and Norm Duke ran into, just a hot team.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's a good ball.
Nice.
That looks good.
He had to increase the speed a little bit.
Yeah.
You can tell he's an athlete. He kind of figured it out, got the ball in the pocket. Beautiful shot.
I like when you say, just like an athlete, we figure it out.
That's what athletes do, right?
I like that.
O'Neal snaps it in.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Okay. We're 30 down. Let's go.
Hey, this is the fourth quarter comeback for that team. The only problem is they got to somehow hope that Parker and Aaron stop striking. No defense in this sport, unfortunately, T.O.
Well, there's no defense for that.
Wow. This guy is on fire.
He has a history of doing that.
That was like Montana to Dwight Clark. I mean, Parker's been doing that for a long time, especially from the outside part of the lane.
Or Steve Young to T.O. in the playoffs. Let's not forget that catch at Randy. One of the all-time best.
I was going to use his best ever game, the Super Bowl where Philly was there. And
yeah, that's a good one, too. Look out here, though. Man. Now, he's made this before.
Right,
oh, see, back to the thumb. Yep, you got to have that. I love it.
Giving him a false sense of security. That's all right.
Exactly.
Yep.
Parker giving him grief. Not sure that's a good idea. Look at how big Quinton's hands are. You know, for those of you out there that know anything about spans, he has over a 6-inch grip, 6-inch span. Uh-oh, look out. That's the trouble.
Well, Michael Smith and Jamel Hill want you to join them for the new 6 o'clock Sports Center on ESPN. They're bringing their own brand of style and personality, sports, music, movies, and more. The party starts Monday, and as always, the 6 is available streaming live on the ESPN app and on Watch ESPN.
Now's the time.
Oh. Normally, when you're dealing with a University of Miami athlete and you say wide right, it makes them happy, but not in this case. So Jason Belmonte in the background. He and Chad Johnson await the winner. That's a good-looking shot.
All but over now for Hester and O'Neal.
And no trouble with that 10-pin putt. They've done it again. Quinton Aaron, Parker Bohn III up the stepladder, and this time they run right to the top rung. Chad Johnson and Jason Belmonte.
Well, I'm going to run for a while. It might be a good match. Yeah. Because I don't think you're going to get tired.
And also coming up, we're going to be revealing our 2016 PBA honors, including an announcement of Player of the Year.
That wasn't very good. That was bad.
You know, they've got nice uniforms, though. You always try to look at the positives, you know, T.O., and coming away with a loss, right?
Yeah, looking good is half the battle.
I know, right?
That's been my MO.
Because if you look good, chances are you probably feel good.
Well, exactly. you know the line. It's better to look good than to feel good. So.
Nice jerseys for Bill and Devin. And
Give it a good run. Give it a good run.
Big ups and appreciation to Devin, Hester for joining us today.
I mentioned we're going to have the Player of the Year reveal. That is actually coming up in our next segment.
This guy right here.
Yeah, this guy, right? He's not a candidate this year, Parker Bohn, but it'll be interesting to see. Randy, there are probably 3 names that we've talked about that jump out for Player of the Year candidates.
Oh, well, E.J. Tackett, Jesper Svensson are the 2 big names. An outside shot to Anthony Simonson.
Yeah, I think he deserves some consideration. Parker Bohn has won that title twice.
Parker Bohn's just showing off right now, and
Big
you know
time.
what? Nobody likes to show off unless you're Quinton Aaron.
Can somebody tell me how Chad got into the championship?
We can tell you. Her name is Mabel Cummins.
Yeah, Mabel got him in a championship match. Yeah.
Oh, he missed one. Check the rack.
Yeah.
You're right. 230. I'll take 230 all day.
I'll take 230.
Well, a 230 marches them in into the championship match. Chad Johnson and Belmonte. Tio, thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys.
Congratulations on your everything, and good
You'll
luck
always
next
be a Hall
year.
of Famer.
Turn down for Rand. Yeah.
Thank you, Hall of Famer.
Now there they are, the defending champs. That's Tio and Pete Weber. They won this in 2016 on February 17th at 9 o'clock Eastern on ESPN, the 2017 State Farm PBA CP3 Celebrity Invitational, including Mookie Betts right there, DJ Khaled, and Tio. Oh, this is going to be something. Great bowling. Don't miss it on February 17th at 9.
C.J. Anderson as well.
C.J. Anderson can roll it. All right, well, now it is time to reveal a 2016 PBA Player of the Year. There are the top three that Randy mentioned earlier. Anthony Simonson, Hester Spencer, and E.J. Tackett. Let's go down Laneside, Kimberly, with PBA Commissioner Tom Clark.
Thanks, James. Yes, I'm joined by Tom. So you know what, Tom? In 2016, a lot of young talent emerged. It looks like the PBA has some new rising stars.
Oh yeah, it was an amazing year with record-setting performances from, the youngest to ever win the TOC, Hester Spencer, the youngest to ever win the Masters, Anthony Simonson. Incredible year. And I'm really proud to be able to present the 2016 Geico Cummins PBA Player of the Year Award today live on ESPN. Really excited about it. For the last 3 years, Jason Belmonte has won this award. Amazing run of success on the lanes, and it's an incredible run. But this year, the 2016 Geico Cummins PBA Player of the Year is E.J. Tackett. And I'll tell you, you couldn't have a greater winner, world champion, and he just had an amazing year. So congratulations to E.J. You did it, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, Randy, a deserving honor.
Yeah, it really was. He had an incredible year, and what a way to make amends of what happened at last year's World Championship. He starts off with a win earlier at the Bear Open, and then he follows it up when he goes back-to-back tournament leader at this year's World Championship. Tom Smallwood tries to climb the ladder, but too much. E.J. Tackett at the end jumps up, gives his dad a bear hug. It's just an incredible year. 2 wins on extra frame, but E.J. Tackett has really come into his own. And it doesn't really hurt that he started this year off by winning the Japan Invitational. Let's go down to the floor with E.J. and Kimberly.
That's right. I am joined with the 2016 Player of the Year, E.J. Tackett. So E.J., 2015 was a pretty frustrating year for you, but 2016 was just the opposite. So what clicked for you?
I switched to 16 pounds at the end of 2015. Went to the World Series, had some success. Had that loss at the World Championships against Gary, but went home and worked a little bit, and I just kept doing what I do. And I just got the ball rolling the right way this year.
You definitely did, because coming into 2017, you won the Japan Cup, and now you've got an entire month in February to go for 3 majors. How do you feel your chances are to take one or all of them?
I'm bowling really good right now. Our tour is full of great bowlers, so I'm just going to try to go and keep doing what I'm doing and keep riding the wave, and I hope I can come out with at least one in one of these next 3 weeks.
And how does it sound to be called Player of the Year?
It's absolutely amazing. The people that I have supporting me, my sponsors, Motive, Ultimate, Genesis, High Five, Mongoose, all of them, and people at home, my family, everybody. And one thing I've always, noted with this Player of the Year award, it's named after Cummins. And one thing a lot of people don't know is he's actually from my hometown. Oh. So to win this award with his name on it, it just makes it that much more special.
All the sweeter it is. Congratulations on winning Player of the Year.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
E.J., our congratulations from the booth as well. It's going to be hard to argue with that selection, particularly the way he ended winning the World Championship in Reno.
And the scary thing about E.J. Tackett was we all knew about his talent, but now he's got confidence to go with it. And he proved that again at the start of the year. Kimberly mentioned it. I mentioned it. Winning the Japan Cup right off the bat. This guy is scary. scary, scary good. Lots of power and can play any part of the lane.
There you see right there the past 2 players of the year, Jason Belmonte with 3 in a row, and now E.J. Tackett. And E.J. also signals this youth movement that we're seeing right now in the professional game with so many young bowlers holding major championships and dominating.
Yeah, and this is the first player of the year we've had in 4 years that actually uses his thumb. Jesper Svensson was right there at the end of this competition, this Player of the Year competition. He's the left-handed phenom that throws it with 2 hands. Simonson, the youngest player to ever win a major, throws it with 2 hands. But it was a guy that uses his thumb, 16 pounds. I mean, if you put about 6 or 7 of those bowling balls together, they weigh more than E.J. Tackett does.
But he generates an incredible amount of power. Now we have other winners as well. And this is another bowler I'm a big fan of. Francois Lavoie out of Canada at Wichita State wins the Harry Golden PBA Rookie of the Year. Tom Smallwood is the winner of the Steve Nagy Sportsmanship Award. And Rhino Page wins the Tony Reyes Community Service Award. Congratulations to all 4 of our 2016 PBA Award winners. Now, we've kind of talked a little bit about what's coming up after this weekend. When we finish our fun in Houston, it gets very, very serious, Randy, because now golf doesn't do this. You don't see the Masters followed by the U.S. Open or the Open Championship, but here on the PBA Tour, you're going to see 3 straight majors live on ESPN Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Yeah, it's big February for our sport, and the players have geared up for February. They've been working really hard during the break, some overseas and international competition to get them into a position to where their games are at their peak. These players are fine-tuned. They got the games underneath them. They're tournament ready, and it couldn't happen at a better time because it's all about major competition in the month of February.
And it happens in the shortest month of the year. It happens fast.
Waiting for.
History has been made in the world of sports.
The trophy for the 3rd straight time.
And all of this begins next week on Sunday, February 12th at 1 Eastern, the Barbasol PBA Players Championship. The first major of the season live from Columbus, Ohio. Well, we've seen E.J. Tackett bowl against 10 pins. Would you like to see E.J. Tackett bowl against 3 times that amount? Can he knock them all down? We're about to find out. Who's that pin setter? Recognize him. The main event, Terrell Owens PBA Super Clash, is brought to you by Barbasol Sensitive Skin Shaving Cream, specially formulated with natural additives to reduce irritation. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. By Hammer Bowling, nothing hits like a hammer. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Storm, where innovation and passion collide. Storm is the bowler's company. On the network that gave you 30 for 30, here is E.J. Tackett going after 30 pins. He's flush no matter what he does right now, huh?
Well, that could look like the 10th frame in one shot, depending on how many beers you had during league. But E.J. Tackett takes 30 down with no problem.
He will be back, by the way, in our last match, which is going to be exciting. But let's get to the step ladder. Quinton, Aaron, Parker, Bohn, 247. Then they slipped to 230 to defeat Devin, Hester, and Bill O'Neill. Now they take on the top seeds, Chad Ochocinco and Jason Belmonte. By the way, you talk about carry-on luggage. Someone's going to leave here in Katy, the main event, with a beautiful trophy. No, not now. Not now, Quinton. Even though you and Parker have bowled well enough to think you're going to win it. But not just yet. Because you got to get through these two guys standing by with Kimberly Pressler.
That's right. We're heading into the final match, and Quinton's over there already claiming that trophy. Jason, what do you got to say about that?
Well, look, I mean, he's a little larger than I am, so he can probably do whatever he wants. But I tell you right now, I've seen Chad bowl a few shots. He's got this cool little wrist action happening. I think we're a chance to win, but we're going to need a little help from Parker and Quinton.
All right, so Chad, you finally got to throw some practice balls out there. How you feeling?
I feel pretty good. You know, I'm very unfamiliar when it comes to the bowling lanes. Other than that, I feel comfortable. My pants are a little too tight, hampering my rotation, so I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to do the best that I can.
Well, your partner over here seems to have confidence in you.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it looks good, but everything that looks good is not what it really is.
Well, I had confidence until I found out his pants were too tight. Now I'm not so sure.
Oh, it might all come down to the pants, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Kimberly. Dave, nothing worse in the sport of bowling than tight pants.
I can only imagine the pain and the discomfort, and it might restrict you from just letting loose on a big and important shot.
I'm going to sit on this side with my partner and get away from those guys.
All right. See those two youngsters in the back? I call them youngsters, but they look young, but they're fabulous Team Masters bowlers. They are in the next match with Jason Belmonte and E.J. Tackett. So the past two players of the year could be playing against future players or with players of the year themselves. Here's Quinton, Aaron.
Double dribble. Oh.
That's all right.
Well,
That's all right.
crosses over, leaves a
Let me get
little
the
light,
memo.
5'6", but he double dribbled that. This is Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah,
this isn't NBA All-Star Weekend.
Save that for the CP3 All-Star Weekend that you'll see on ESPN on the 17th.
Oh, mama.
Was that Quinton singing?
Yes, it was, and look at that. That's his own trick shot right there. And this shot is our Barbasol close shave.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So with the vocal accompaniment of himself, look at this.
He makes this a cappella style, and there was nothing close about it. He nailed it.
That was absolutely perfect. There's not a single person in this room who could have shot that any better, even the professionals. So here's Chad.
Hook a little bit.
Needs the hook.
Yeah, a little shy on the head pin there. By the way, the one thing you never want to do in dealing with Chad Johnson is play him in FIFA video game, soccer.
Really?
He is, and he will tell you, he is the greatest FIFA soccer player on video games in the world, in his opinion.
Watch your mouth.
He was also a magnificent football player, pro bowler, all-pro, led the league in receiving yards 1 year.
Interesting grip. Only using his middle finger and thumb. Or excuse me, just the middle finger, no thumb.
First one, we can open the first one.
Well, we got a big one coming up. Rivalry Week begins tomorrow on ESPN with an ACC Big 12 doubleheader. Number 6 Louisville, number 9 Virginia at 7 o'clock Eastern. When that game is finished, off we go to the Sunflower Showdown. Third-ranked Kansas against Kansas State. New poll comes out tomorrow, though, so we'll see about that ranking. Big Monday presented by eBay on ESPN, streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN.
Can I segue into something else real quick, though?
Of course.
Can I tell you how depressed I am?
About?
Because after tonight, there won't be any more football on for months.
Unless you count spring games, which the worldwide leader is more than happy to broadcast. So we'll let you know when those happen.
Spring games?
Spring football, absolutely.
You mean there's going to be football in the spring?
Yeah.
I am not as depressed
Done.
anymore.
I'm here to make you happy.
12 of 14 strikes for PB3.
just all day. You feel like if we left here for about 3-4 hours, came back, he would still be able to do that. You take a look there, you see Kirk Mowl in the Falcons jersey and Mabel Cummins in the Tom Brady jersey. And remember, it was her ability, along with Belmonte, that got Chad and Jason Belmonte into the top seed. But this is going to be a match that's going to be a little bit different. It is not going to be 10 frames. It will be 4 quarters with different scores. Whoa! Was that the 2-pin that did his dirty work on the 7?
That was like Michael Orr taking out the DN coming around the corner. Woo!
Man. Yes, Chad, it's been like this all day with those two.
Better take a step back. Those feet might get over that foul line.
Uh-oh, Belmonte playing little head games there, I see.
Hey, can you come and help him here? Can you come and help him?
Yeah, T.O.'s a pretty darn good bowler at the moment, though. Remember, T.O. was a little slow to get started, and it cost his team. And now the same thing may be happening here with Chad.
T.O. threw more strikes than Norm did.
Oh, that's right. You know what? You're right. Going to go after it aggressively, and 8-pin stays
strong. Good for the first one. All right. It's okay. We can open the third one, too.
Stop being a hater, man. Play me in FIFA.
You know what? I'm just going to go out on a limb and say for Chad Johnson to have a chance, he's got to throw something heavier than 10 pounds.
Ooh, Belmonte got stiffed there.
You got it, you got it.
This might be over very quickly as Belmonte comes in high, leaving the 4-9.
Go for it all. Just missed. Yeah, 4-pin.
Now we're in a little trouble, Chad.
We have another trick shot, by the way, coming up very shortly that you're not going to want to miss.
Didn't quite go to plan.
In fact, we have, well, I don't want to give it all away, but you just don't want to miss it. My goodness, it just never ends for Parker Bohn the third today.
This just in, Parker Bohn throws a strike.
It's time for our track tech talk. We're not going to talk about Parker here, are we?
No, I mean, we've talked enough about Parker, haven't we? It's all about Quinton Aaron and that style. The big man. You know what? Not a lot of knee bend when he hits the foul line, but what he's really good at is keeping his hand in the right position when he releases the bowling ball. Except on that one.
Yeah.
Kind of shut down on it. Leaves the 1-3-8 for like the third time today.
Yeah, when he misses, that's exactly his lead. But the thing is, they've got a comfortable lead at the moment, and he's made this once already. And he seems to enjoy the cacophony. He wants as much noise as possible, as opposed to some who prefer a quieter approach.
He seems to enjoy the what?
Cacophony. Noise.
Okay, then.
Come on. Here it is. That's why I forgot to clean the ball.
Remember, Dave, no big words and no math.
Well, no, the bowling math is you.
Yeah, but that's easy. That's not real math.
Okay. I'll work on the words.
Oh, goes with some loft. Oh, my! Off the wall. Come on now.
That's not fair.
Big man runs a sweep on the 8-pin.
Student body left. My goodness.
Watch this. Off the wall, takes the 8 out. That's train smoke strong there.
He's had 2 trick shots today.
Yeah.
That one, he nailed the 5-6 perfectly.
Yep.
And T.O. I think T.O. is giving some quote-unquote advice here to Chad, and I don't know if it's advice that you want.
Bowling with that 10-pound ball.
You hear T.O. giving him grief about that 10-pound ball. I don't get it. Right?
This next one might be the one after that. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's go.
Holy mother of deflection. Chad, you got to throw a heavier ball.
Commercial.
And that's head to the channel. So it's going to be a difficult road
Shake that off.
here for Johnson and Belmonte.
Go ahead and laugh. No, I'm gonna laugh, man. Hey, man, laughing.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, really is.
Oh, my
Hey, I'm
goodness.
here to support, man.
Yes, you're here to support indeed. Support whom?
Wait till
This will
Chad
be
gets
one
this.
they'll talk about for a long time to come when we come back and win this. All right?
The ball with my ball. Base 15.
That's got a snap, no problem, and a bit of a... Ah, there you go. There's a messenger who gets the right reception. Nothing to it, says Jason.
It's the beginning. It's the beginning.
If at first you don't knock down all 10, just wait for the messenger to arrive. And Jason Belmonte did just that, but it's the man of the match, Quinton Aaron. He throws strikes. He makes tough spares in a conventional way. That man right there has a claim on something that nobody can ever do again. Be the first person to bowl a televised 300 game, the 1967 Tournament of Champions, the legendary Jack beyond the Lilo, and we're taking you back to that moment.
Yeah, it happened in the opening match of the 67 Tournament of Champions. He did it against Les Schistler.
There you go. At least you didn't cost us our license. That's all I was worried about. But there's Jack right there.
You know, it's interesting. To his right is Pete McCordick, who bowled the 4th ever televised 300 game. Pete got $100 grand for it. He did it at
So Jack beyond the Lilo, a bowling legend and a televised moment that maybe we'll get on Extra Frame. Live Barbasol PBA Players Championship coverage begins Tuesday. More than 1,000 hours of live streaming scheduled this year. Available as an app for your mobile device. Click on Extra Frame link in the menu section of PBA.com to subscribe. Randy will be there. Marshall Holman makes appearances on Extra Frame.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Marshall and I are going to do a lot of Extra Frame events for 2017, so looking forward to working with my friend and the great Marshall Holman.
In the meantime, a new show on ESPN, the Quinton and Parker Bowling Hour continues.
Oh, Parker just came out with a new book, Learn How to Strike Like Me.
And you better buy it, apparently, if you would like to learn how to strike, because that's pretty much all he's done all day today.
15 out of 17 for Parker.
By the way, his partner here, Quinton Aaron, from the blind side and many televised appearances, is hammering him down too. Not that time. Still, they have enough of a lead where you could miss a pocket or two from time to time.
Do you think they make a baseball mitt big enough for Quinton's hand?
Yeah, if you'd have to probably, I don't know if you can just order it off a catalog. You're probably right.
My thumb is fast, the foul line, as long as you stay behind that.
Can you imagine if he calls the pro shop and has this, how do we drill this? I think I better show up to the shop and tell you.
Average span length for a player, let's say 4.5 to 4 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
Span length. He's over 6 inches.
He's done it again. His spare shooting has been absolutely ridiculous. Coming up tonight at 10:30 Eastern, NFL Prime Time with Boomer, Steve Young, and Randy Moss. With all the highlights and game breakdowns live from the field at Super Bowl 51 from NRG Stadium, not far from where we are. Also streaming live on the ESPN app and on Watch ESPN.
Spare me, all right? Spare me.
And straight shot, just a little bit right of the pocket. Now, Kimberly has graciously given up her microphone to T.O., who I believe will be talking to Chad Johnson here, two of the all-time great trash talkers in NFL history.
He's bowling with that 10-pound ball.
Well, Chad does not want to hurt his video game controller hand, apparently. That might work.
Hey, man, what has been your strategy? Because clearly I told you from the beginning, this is not Lucky Strike. So how is this different than football?
I mean, it's completely different. It's a game that I'm not familiar with. Due to my injuries that occurred during my tenure as an NFL player, it's affecting my bowling performance right now. My wrist is dislocated. Are you listening?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, because this isn't funny. This is on national television.
I know.
And I'm not playing extremely well right now.
You're not.
Right. But it's okay. I'm doing my best and I'm trying my hardest.
But can I give you some advice?
Yeah.
I tried to tell you from the beginning of the game, you're bowling with a 10-pound ball. Right. That ball weighs as much as you do.
What you don't understand is I'm using a 10-pound ball based on the injuries that I sustained when I was playing, so I'm not able to hold anything heavier than that at this time.
But if you get a 12-pound ball with a little bit more force and velocity, some of those balls that hit the pocket, you may have made a couple of strikes.
Okay, and listen, when I get that 12-pound ball and then I sustain an injury that I'm not able to recover from because I don't have the proper medical care, let alone Medicaid, well, then what? What's going to happen? No, so I'm trying to protect myself while I'm here.
Are you sending a message out there to the NFL?
Huh?
Are you sending a message out there to the NFL? This has nothing to do with concussion protocol.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I'm just saying, I'm giving you the reasons on why my game is the way it is faltering.
Yeah, it's been a struggle from the beginning, but I can't say that even if you would have been striking tonight, these guys are playing very well. Parker Bohn,
and listen, I'm not a bowler. I'm not a bowler. I play football and I play FIFA. Period. Thank you.
And there you have it.
Thank you, T.O. You can put in for a talent fee. I'll give you the address. Meantime, something that I don't know what happened, but he didn't strike there, Randy. But I think they're going to be okay.
It might have something to do with the fact that they're leading by 67.
Yeah, that may be.
The ball too, right? Now I'm in this ball. Hot in here.
Yeah, this has become one giant victory lap for this team. Quinton Aaron and Parker Bohn the third.
Just in case something like this comes about again.
And we have more trick shots coming up after this match. And a very unique, oh man, I thought for a second that was going to slide over. A very unique 4 quarters match featuring Jason Belmonte and EJ Tackett and 2 team masters, Mabel Cummins and Kirk Mowl. And if you just missed it, EJ Tackett was named the Geico Ochocinco PBA Player of the Year just about 15-20 minutes ago. Francois Lavoie won the Harry Golden PBA Rookie of the Year. Tom Smallwood, the Steve Nagy Sportsmanship Award. Of course, he makes the spare. And Tony Reyes Community Service Award was given to Rhino Page.
I wonder when the last time we had 2 rookies win 2 majors. Francois Lavoie winning the U.S. Open and Graham Faw winning the Players' Championship in the same year. He's got barely his index finger and middle finger in the holes. Very interesting.
Look at this, though.
Oh! Well, I don't know if you could call that a true messenger in front of the 5-pin, but it looked like it. And Chad, this is why you want to throw more than 10 pounds. I guess that was a messenger, wasn't it?
That was a head pin that just sort of dove right in front, teased the 5.
First time I've ever seen a messenger go in front of a 5-pin.
He just texted me. He said he goes with an 8-pound ball. What's up, Caleb? Okay, that looks good.
He's got it. All right, well, perhaps you've seen this trending on Twitter. At least in my mind it has. A trick shot duo that's never been seen on television before will make their worldwide television debut. And our next trick shot. How did they do it without hurting themselves? Did they do it? Or are they just acting? Oh, you're going to find out. All right, here we go, Randy. What are we trying to accomplish here?
We're just trying not to get hurt.
Yeah, that too.
Little 7-10 tandem style. Careful of the follow-through. Oh! Great form there, Parks.
Well, a little rusty.
You nailed yours. Now it's all about the follow-through. Hello.
Woo! So that's the view Tom Brady gets when he gets a center snap.
Yeah.
And look at that, just shaving that 10-pin. You know, what's that expression? Act like you've been there before? We haven't, obviously. In the meantime, our Geico Championship recap. Parker Bohn and Quinton hardly missed.
These guys were unstoppable. Quinton was cooler than the bottom of a polar bear's feet. Check out that spare conversion. And all Parker Bohn III did all day was strike.
Did you teach him? Because he did it wrong again.
And they took care of Chad Johnson and Jason Belmonte. We have not seen the last of Belmo, however, but Kimberly is going to be standing by here in a moment as our winners are right now posing for photos and grabbing trophies, and there they are right there.
I'm just glad that Quinton didn't hurt Parker throughout the 3 games that they bowled climbing the ladder.
You know, the only thing that got hurt when these two went at it were the pins. Kimberly, they're all yours.
All right, thanks, guys. You guys are very excited, and you should be. That was an impressive run. You guys were all but unstoppable today. So after that impressive run, Parker, you know, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel really good. I mean, we got done early, and we only threw 2 strikes, and I just looked at Quinton. I said, we're just going for the airtime, baby. And it worked that way.
You guys climbed the ladder with hitting all those strikes. And Quinton, you were, making strikes. You were also making spares. And in the 5th, you had that spare conversion, and even you looked shot, even as well as you were playing today.
Yeah, you know what? I like the underdog story, rise of the underdogs. And we didn't want to win in the beginning because we wanted to do the whole route, stay on the show, be entertaining, give the fans a show. And that's what we did, and we walked away with a trophy.
Well, you are a great actor and a great bowler. You proved that here today. Congratulations to both of you for winning the Terrell Owens Superclass.
Kimberly, thank you. Parker and Quinton, fantastic bowling. But our bowling is not finished yet because we have our past 2 PBA Players of the Year teaming with these 2 incredibly talented Team Masters bowlers, Mabel, Cummins, and Kirk Mowl, in a match with unique scoring. The main event, Terrell Owens PBA Super Clash, is brought to you by Main Event. Head for fun at Main Event Entertainment. Eat, bowl, play. By the United States Bowling Congress, creating competitive opportunities at all levels as we build a future for the sport. Visit bowl.com for more. By Grand Casino Hotel and Resort, Oklahoma City area's premier casino resort experience. And by Track Bowling. Make the smart move. Naturally, we had to get Kimberly involved in the trick shots because Randy and I took a shot at it. Norm Duke with the towel ball.
Oh, I heard that. Duke.
Of course.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Right
Towel
there.
under the chair with revolutions, inside rotation, and Miss Kimberly Pressler unharmed in the making of that trick shot.
Yes, and that was obviously the most important thing. Now we have a 4-frame match. Our teen bowlers will go first. We have football scoring, so if the teen bowler strikes, that's a touchdown. The pro has to strike for the PAT. If the teen does not strike, a pro must convert for the field goal or 3 points. We're only going to do 4 frames because there's only 4 quarters in a football game, as we all know. And our 2 young bowlers are standing by with Kimberly right now.
That's right. I'm laying side with these two bowlers, and you know what? They may be young, but their resumes are very impressive. So, Kirk, we're going to start with you. This is your first time under the ESPN lights. How are the nerves?
I'm doing fine right now because I've had a lot of high-pressure shots before, but it's definitely a different experience.
So, did you get any advice from the new Player of the Year?
Yeah, you just got to remain calm.
That is some good advice. Good luck to you guys today. Now, Mabel, I'd ask the same question of you, but you came up here and you showed us that you know how to bowl under these lights earlier today. How are your nerves?
I'm pretty calm right now, ready to go out and bowl.
Now, you are also teamed up with a former Player of the Year. Did he give you any advice?
Knock the pins down.
Again, some great advice. All right, good luck to both of you guys. Let's bowl.
You see, Randy, it is that easy. And you try to make this game complicated.
You know, talk about great advice. Remain calm and knock all the pins down.
See?
Man.
3-time Player of the Year told her that. Jason Belmonte knows what he's talking about. Let's do this. Now, you notice that we have the Patriots versus the Falcons here. So, you know how there's always people who come up with unique ways to predict the outcome of the Super Bowl. This is ours. So if Belmo and Mabel win, does that mean that the Patriots will win?
Well, that would be the PBA prediction.
That's as scientific as we care to get here.
Boy, does she throw it nice.
Crossed over just a touch. And Kimberly wasn't kidding. She's a member of Junior Team USA, Team Masters Junior Varsity Champion, won Junior Gold 15U last year and set 2 tournament records. You get the idea. Now, Belmo here has to convert this for 3 points for a field goal, since she did not get the 6-point strike here in the first quarter. Kind of figure Belmo's going to handle this. He does. So it's 3 points for the team of Belmonte and Cummins. Now, our new player of the year, E.J. Tackett, is standing by to see what Kirk Mowl does. Kirk turns 14 tomorrow. He's an 8th grader at Ormond Middle School in Ormond Beach, Florida. That's got to turn. It does not. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well, hold on a second. Much easier conversion here for Julio Jones-Tackett. The Falcons represented by the deadly passing combination of Matt Ryan and Julio Jones.
You have any Super Bowl predictions, Dave?
I keep going back to Atlanta's offense being so hard to stop. As much as I respect New England for what they've done, I just don't know if you can slow them down enough to beat them. So that field goal by Tackett, we're even.
Yeah, right line.
The good news about this football game, Randy, is that we will not be going to the booth for any kind of replay buzz downs. We're just going to take it like it is.
We're going to sit down.
Mabel in the 10th grade at Canelan High in Maple Park, Illinois.
Watch this game, folks.
Yep. All right, Belmo's going to have to try the field goal. Wait a minute, didn't we find out who her coach is? Didn't that raise an eyebrow or two?
So her coach is Del Warren, who's out of Orlando and works out of the Kegel Training Center, Sebring, Florida. And Del and I used to room together on tour.
That book has yet to be written. I'm waiting. So for 3 points, Belmo converts.
Now you got a field, a little left on both lanes.
Michael Smith and Jamel Hill want you to join them for the new 6 o'clock Sports Center on ESPN. They're bringing their own brand of style and personality, sports, music, movies, and more. The party starts tomorrow, and as always, the 6 is also available streaming live on the ESPN app, and watch ESPN. You'll see what Kirk has done already. The under-14 boys champion, Team Masters Junior Varsity. Oh, man, that's a touchdown.
6 points, baby.
Good shot.
So E.J. Tackett now up for the extra point. Now, by the way, if we somehow go to overtime, we're not taking the ball at the 25-yard line, nor are we going to have a coin flip that the referee will get wrong. Instead, we'll just have the youngsters bowl.
E.J. to get the extra
E.J. Tackett going for the extra point.
Which has to be a strike. All right, so it just goes up there as a missed PAT. And there's no going for 2, by the way, in case you're wondering. So now the Tackett Mowl team has the advantage over Belmo and Mabel Cummins.
6-9 at the end of the half with the Dirty Birds in front. Do they still call Atlanta the Dirty Birds?
Not very often. I think that kind of went away.
That went away?
Yeah. What, a couple of years ago, they were calling him a lot of names in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Before Dan Quinn got there.
Yeah. So you didn't ask me my Super Bowl prediction.
I just figured you'd jump right in with it. I didn't know you needed a formal introduction.
I wouldn't unless you asked.
Well, then, after this shot, I would love to hear it. And that's a touchdown for Belmonte and Cummins. All right, speaking of touchdowns, who do you like?
Atlanta, thank you. Now, Belmonte for the extra points.
Why do you like the Falcons?
You know what? I just feel like they can get it done offensively and defensively.
This is a big shot here for the extra point. Got to be a strike.
There it is.
3-time player of the year, Jason Belmonte comes through.
A little pressure on him.
And what an interesting month February sets up for Belmo to get back in the winner's circle. 3 big opportunities with major championships. He didn't have a terrible year in 2016. A lot of people think he did.
Yeah.
He really didn't.
He had a great year, but just didn't win.
Mowl, that's going to cross. Hey, oh! All right.
This one's coming down to the fourth quarter.
Jay Tackett for the field goal here.
The fourth quarter, Dave.
You'll remember. And the tackling is brutal.
You get the strike right now.
All right. No trouble for EJ.
Do your thing.
So look at how close the score is. So a touchdown and an extra point here, and there. That's it. So if she strikes and Belmo strikes, the Patriots, in the mind of our telecast, will win the Super Bowl.
Wins or loses a game most of the time. All right, Mabel.
Turn, there's 6. Belmo can ramp it up right here.
Great shot.
Yeah, but here's the difference. It says Brady on the back of his shirt, not Vinatieri.
That's a good point. This is the PAT here. And if he makes the strike, it's over.
Oh, wait, it says Brady on the back of his shirt.
It does. And it's not over. We may have a tie. The Falcons are going to have to strike twice, however. They're going to have Mowl and Tackett are both going to have to strike.
Maybe.
Got to happen right here. On this lane, though, you can go down and in, and I think
needs it.
That's what he's looking to do right here.
That's a shot.
All right, player of the year.
All right.
All right, pal. If he strikes here, we are tied, and we'll go to a one-ball overtime. If he does not strike, it's a one-point win for the Patriots of Belmonte and Cummins.
Julio Jones.
Oh, a ringer! You can't be serious!
Oh, no!
Unbelievable finish. The teams have many strikes or more than the pros did. What a finish. Does this mean the Patriots win the Super Bowl? You're going to find out in a few hours. Thanks to everybody here at Main Event. I want to remind you, the Barbasol PBA Players Championship next Sunday at 1 o'clock. Live Major Championship Bowling on ESPN. Catch it all during the week on Extra Frame. For Randy and Kimberly and our crew, I'm Dave Lamont. Thank you for watching.